In part 2 of day 15 of our 2024 Alaska vacation, we board the White Pass and Yukon Route Railway in Fraser, British Columbia for a scenic ride back to the port of Skagway, Alaska. We first made our way from Emerald Lake to the train station in Fraser, passing the avalanche we'd seen on the way to Yukon Territory. This is where there's a giant hillside. The station is located near the shore of Bernard Lake, a glacial lake located along the Klondike Highway near the border crossing at Fraser. It's known for its scenic beauty and recreational activities like fishing, hiking, and snowmobiling. This is the train we'll be boarding to get back to Skagway from the Yukon. We call it 306.
Where is that to be? We are. No, the one after it.
The White Pass and Yukon route is a Canadian and U.S. Class 3 3-foot narrow gauge railway linking the port of Skagway, Alaska with Whitehorse, the capital of the Yukon. It is an isolated system, has no direct connection to any other railroad. We're on the move. Here we are near White Pass summit with an elevation of 2,865 feet. The summit is at the U.S.-Canadian border.
And while it has saved many lives during the peak of the gold rush, it also turned a come to the White Pass summit into a grueling journey of nearly 1,000 miles of backpacking. So when we think about the journey these men were making, they weren't hiking up this mountain just one time. But instead, they had to hike up and down and up and down 60 to 100.
After White Pass summit, we entered a 365-foot tunnel which was driven through the mountain in 1969. After exiting the tunnel, we can see Dead Horse Gulch below along the White Pass Trail, known for the significant amount of pack animals that perished there during the Klondike Gold Rush. It's part of the Klondike Gold Rush National Historic Park near Skagway, Alaska. The name Dead Horse Gulch reflects the harsh conditions and high mortality rate of animals used to transport supplies during the gold rush. Inspiration Point is an informal designation for a scenic spot along a historic route to the Yukon. A higher point along the White Pass Trail offering a breathtaking panorama of the area that motivated gold prospectors during the Klondike Gold Rush. Once a key vantage point for stampeders, this overlook offers panoramic views of glacier-carved cliffs and endless wilderness and is now one of the railway's most photographed spots. Stampeders refer to the people who went to Alaska and the Yukon during the gold rushes of the late 19th century to seek their fortune in the gold fields. As we approach the curve in the track, we are at the site which was once Glacier Station. This was a stopping place for steam engines to refill their water on the uphill grade. Railroad section crew lived here and maintained the rail bed. distance can be seen Bridal Veil Falls, a beautiful waterfall that cascades 600 feet from the glaciers on Mount Cleveland and Mount Clifford. Here we stopped at a railroad siding waiting for the northbound train to pass. From this stop can be seen the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Skagway Port of Entry, sometimes referred to as the Clifton Customs Station. On the rocks below the U.S. Customs Station at Clifton are the words, "On to Alaska with Buchanan." George Buchanan was a successful businessman from Detroit. During the Depression, he decided to help boys to get out of town and see Alaska. Every summer from 1923 through the Depression, Mr. Buchanan and 50 to 60 boys journeyed across Canada to Vancouver, sailed up the coast to Skagway, spent several weeks touring Alaska, climbing glaciers, panning for gold. Part of the deal was that their parents would donate 1/3 of the money, George would donate 1/3 of the money, and the boys would work selling such items as kitchen implements door to door to raise the remaining 1/3. In 1935, he agreed to take girls, the sisters of the boys who had gone, but he made them earn money by baking pies and darning socks. As the train rounded a bend near Rocky Point, it offered views down the lower valley towards Skagway. The snow-capped peaks of Mount Harding are visible in the distance, and if you zoom in, you can see Lynn Canal and Skagway's waterfront at the base of the mountain. The Denver Glacier Trailhead is located near Skagway, Alaska, and is only accessible by train during the summer season. The 6.4-mile round-trip trail leads through the Tongass National Forest to a viewpoint of the glacier. At the trailhead is a converted 1960s red caboose that serves as a base cabin for hiking to the nearby Denver Glacier. It is for rent through the U.S. Forest Service and is equipped with an oil stove, bunks, and tables. Outside there's a fire pit and an outhouse. The river is nearby as a water source, but you must boil water or filter it before drinking. The Gold Rush Cemetery is the oldest cemetery in Skagway and many famous Gold Rush characters are interred there, including local kingpin Jefferson Soapy Smith, an early tourism promoter, Martin Itchen, and his world's largest gold nugget. Mary and I thank you for watching part 2 of day 15 of our 2024 Alaskan vacation. We hope you'll join us for day 16, where we arrive at the port of Juneau, the capital of Alaska. There we travel to Mendenhall Glacier in the Tongass National Forest and tour the Glacial Gardens Rainforest Adventure.